Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains episode, discussion, analysis, summary analysis, whatever you want to call it. But a couple of days ago, we did get the cast list and the summary for episode 30, titled The Door to Hell. We also got a small summary for episode 31, which is titled The Trigger of the End. So I'm going to go over these summaries with you guys. I cannot wait to discuss them with you on this beautiful Friday afternoon or Friday evening, wherever you may be watching, or maybe not Friday if you're watching it a couple days late, which is obviously perfectly fine. If you do not want any spoilers, now is your time to click off this video. So 3, 2, 1, here we are. I will link all of this down below as I always do, and as always, a big thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, DMC. So episode 30, so let's begin. Episode 30, The Door to Hell. Yusaku questions why Revolver did not show up at all during the Another incident. In order to clear things up, he enters VRains to investigate. There, he runs into Ghost Girl, who is also investigating something. The two then discover a place where something abnormal is happening. ... I'm going to read you the 31 summary, and then we'll hop back to the 30 cast list, and then I'll give my thoughts. The 31 summary, The Trigger of the End, and this is really exciting, guys. As Ghost Girl investigates VRains underground, she runs into Revolver, who then commences a duel against her. Ghost Girl link summons her trump card and delivers the finishing blow against Revolver, but ... So we are getting a supposed Emma versus Revolver duel, and I say supposed because that last line, the last word really, and the ellipses, very ominous, and you know, some people I've already are saying that maybe this won't be Revolver. I think it will be Revolver, and of course, that's the tricky thing about this show. You don't know if they're actually, but I think that's one of the more out there theories, but I'll talk about that in a little bit, and I'll get to that. But before we begin, I do want to talk about the cast list and the animators and the script and all that stuff. So, the cast is Yusaku, Ai, Kusanagi, Emma, Akira, Revolver, Spectre, Kitamura, Bishop, and Operator. Operator is voiced by Muto Mako, who voiced this character, also named Emma, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. She was involved in the Battle Beast duel, and she was carded. I've kind of suppressed that duel from my head, so I don't remember who carded her. It was probably the Battle Beast, but she did not last very long. So we actually, I even forgot we had an Emma in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, but she has voiced a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character before. I doubt she'll have any important role. She'll probably just be the operator for the door that leads into the hideout of the Knights, and that's what I think this is. I think Yusaku and Emma are both going to find the Knights of Hanoi hideout. I think that's where Yusaku is going. He's going to try to find Revolver, and so him and Kusanagi are really going to try to track down, and maybe Revolver, who seems to be this really, really great hacker, this really, maybe not hacker, but this guy who knows how to trace his steps, and I'd probably call him a hacker at this point. A guy that knows how to cover his steps, that's what I mean to say, not trace his steps, and that's why no one has found the Knights of Hanoi hideout, but somehow they're going to find it. Maybe because there's weird energy coming from a certain area, but we know by the 31 summary that they will be investigating the underground of VRains, and that, I'm assuming, is where the Knight of Hanoi hideout is. So maybe when they get to the door to enter the hideout, the operator will be some like robotic voice that like protects the entrance to the basement, and they'll hack into it or something like that. Just a thought, but who really knows? I doubt she'll really have a main role. Spectre is back. We saw him in the preview, and I've seen two different interpretations of how Spectre looked in the preview, because his eyes were kind of trembling, it looked like, and some people claim that he's extremely sad and disappointed with what is happening, and other people claim that he's extremely angry and infuriated with what is happening, and it's hard to tell by his emotional reaction, you know, just from not even saying anything, just from a facial expression. But Spectre is going to be very interesting. He's back, and back to the fake Revolver theory that some people, I've seen a couple people already saying 31, that maybe Ghost Girl is going to defeat this Revolver, but maybe it will be like a hologram Revolver, or it will be someone impersonating Revolver, and maybe Spectre will be impersonating Revolver. I hope they don't do that. I think that's confusing, and then every time we have a duel in VRains, we would question if this is actually the real person, or if this is like a dummy or a decoy. So I really hope that's not the route they go, and I'm not really going to mention it too much more in this video, but of course, you guys please leave all your thoughts on this down below. I think it's really cool that we are getting Emma Revolver, and I'm very, very excited for this. But back to the 30 cast list, we do have Akira. We don't have Aoi or Blue Angel, or Go for that matter. So it looks like this is going to be right now a focus on Yusaku versus the Knights, and Emma is going to be kind of maybe the main female for the moment, and obviously she is. She's going to duel Revolver, and we seldom see a female character duel a rival. I mean, we rarely see it. We had Isis or Ishizu duel Seto Kaiba. We had Carly duel Jack. We had Asuka and Blair duel Manjome. But no one dueled Ryo Marufuji. No female, at least. No female dueled Kaito from Zexal, and no female dueled Akaba Reiji. So we have not seen the rival of a Yu-Gi-Oh series duel against a girl since Jack did it against Carly in the Darksiders arc. So it's been a long time, which is pretty crazy. Then again, unless you consider Shark a rival, because I'm pretty sure Shark did duel Rio, but I always considered Kaido the main rival of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. So it's been a while. It really has been a while, which is really cool because Emma has been an interesting character. She's someone that I think a lot of fans have really loved, and I think she's been written very, very well, especially for a female. I think she's been written extremely well. She's not a character I'm necessarily rooting for, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think they've written her so that you don't want to root for her. And I don't really know what to expect in this duel, and I think that's a very exciting thing. A lot of people recently have been seeing it more and more with the complaint about VRains, and early on this was so true, is that Yusaku was the only one dueling. He was the only one getting focus. Well, now we have a stretch where in 10 or 11 episodes, Yusaku has only dueled once. And it was for one episode, and they've let the other characters step in. So they're improving on that, and I always figured they would, and that's why in the beginning I wasn't really too concerned about it. And the plot really right now is just so focused around Yusaku, and almost solely Yusaku and the Knights. So I'm not too worried about that, but it's cool that we're going to see the rival duel against Emma, both characters kind of are in need of a win. And if Emma forces Revolver's hand, forces him to dig deep for maybe a Storm Access card and really push him, I'll be happy about that. It also seems like this is going to be a one-episode duel based on that she delivers the finishing blow. And that's the thing. She delivers the finishing blow against Revolver. Maybe it's the final attack in what she thinks is the finishing blow, but Revolver then plays some trap and makes a comeback. I don't really know. And also, what's the punishment here? Right? Are there any stakes? Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds during the Dark Signer fights, we knew the stakes were, and in Zexal you could say towards the end too, and in Arc 5, if you lose a duel to certain people, you get killed. It's as simple as that. GX Season 3 was the same thing. Hell, even Season 4, you literally got swallowed into hell. You literally got swallowed into darkness. And Duel Monsters, very similar. So, what are the stakes here? What is Revolver going to do to Emma if he does beat her? Is he going to turn her into another? It's possible, which is basically, it's basically putting her into an infinite coma. I'm not sure if he'll do that, but hopefully there will be some stakes in this. And either way, I'm just very excited for this duel. I think this is probably the most high-octane, high-profile duel we have seen, not including Yusaku, in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains, I think by far. Because all the other characters that we've seen duel, besides Yusaku, have kind of been against, Gnome, Vira, and Faust. Right now, they're just one-off characters. Hopefully they will not be when the series is all said and done. But Emma and Revolver are two of, you'd say, the top 5-6 most important characters in the show. This is a real high-profile duel, and I love these kind of duels when the main protagonist is not involved, and you have two important characters going at it. And this is a case where I almost always root for the good guys, but then again, Emma is very gray. I wouldn't call her a good character, and that's why this is also good, because obviously it's going to be, the fans, they're going to expect the fans to root for Emma, which is understandable. But, just from a good versus evil point of view. Then again, you have the fans that root for the bad guy, which is completely understandable. But I'll probably be rooting for Revolver here. I think it would be cool for Revolver to get a win. I'd rather see him win. I think if he loses, he's kind of lost credibility early on. I think if he can beat Emma and then maybe duel Playmaker, I think that would be really, really cool. And maybe duel Playmaker, that would be cool. Maybe defeat Playmaker, because I really want him to defeat Playmaker. I want someone to defeat Playmaker, and I think he's the guy to do it. But we're going to have to just wait and see. If it's not him, it's probably going to be someone that we have not met yet that was maybe involved in the incident that just doesn't have importance to the storyline. Another important name that appears on the 30 cast list, which I failed to mention, is Bishop, who, if you do forget, I don't blame you, it's been probably 20, 25 episodes, he is one of the chess pieces. He's the Bishop chess piece. And the fact that he's speaking again as the Knight of Hanoi plotline seems to be reaching its climax, seems to be reaching maybe the end. I'm predicting that the Knight of Hanoi's story is going to maybe be done with by episode 40, 45. So we might only have we might be at the final stage of the Knight of Hanoi plan to destroy humanity and destroy the Cybers, and it's good to get the chess pieces back involved. It's good to get Soltec back involved, because once the Knights are defeated, where does the focus go? A lot of us are speculating it goes to the chess pieces. There's 6 chess pieces. There were 6 children, 6 AIs. It would just make sense for a bunch of matchups. Or maybe it will go to the AIs. Maybe Ignis, the purple eye, the main eye that we know. I know Ignis is a plural term for all the AIs that we saw in episode 1, but maybe he's going to turn on them, and maybe he's going to become evil, and that to me is more of maybe a second half of the show, which that'll be maybe episode 70, episode 80. So I don't think if it's going to happen at all. Of course, there could be time travelers that come in with other summoning methods that try to take over VRains and try to destroy VRains, and then that's the new antagonist group, and that would be cool because you bring the other summoning methods in. So we're just going to have to wait and see, but I am very, very excited to see where the show goes from here, and I know it's been kind of a negative week with 29 being the recap episode, and me doing the video yesterday talking about how I think Yugioh is in trouble. I think it's in a bit of crisis, and hopefully, the other thing is No Gilbo is animating 30, so 30 is going to look beautiful, and it's a plot episode, so it's going to look beautiful. Very excited for that. But I'm very excited for the next few episodes and for what's to come with Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. The recap episodes, I view it like a week off, and I'm ready for the plot to begin again, and looks like we're going to get another plot-heavy episode in 30. 22, which was the episode that followed the recap, which was very plot-heavy about the Another virus and Gnome's introduction and Faust and Vira's introduction. That episode, to me, was, in terms of non-dueling, one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains episodes we've seen, so hopefully episode 30 lives up to what episode 22 was, which is the episode after the recap. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. I really hope you enjoyed my discussion and my thoughts on episode 30, The Door to Hell, and episode 31, and I cannot wait, especially, to talk to you guys down below in the comment section. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for the constant support. I hope you have an amazing day.
Stay you